On May 29th, the world stood still, at least in the footballing world, for Barcelona that was. They got absolutely dog walked by Atletico Madrid on social media. For those of you that did not see, there is a lot of speculation about Julian Alvarez. Where is he going to go this summer? Reports are saying that he doesn't want to be at Atletico Madrid. Barcelona want to pay 100 million euros for him. Atletico Madrid rightfully upset. And that all kicked off a huge, and I mean huge tirade on social media. It all started off with, hold up here. It all started off here with Fabrizio Romano tweeting out his obligatory transfer news that he always does, and this sparked off a huge tirade on Atletico Madrid's Twitter, where they had a span of like 10 or like 7 or 10 tweets or something like that, just going at Barcelona. And it started off pretty mysterious, pretty cryptic, saying, "In a few minutes, we will publish a statement about a relevant matter that is generating numerous pieces of disinformation." And a lot of people probably speculated, for those of you that were Athletic Madrid fans or just news journalists related to sports, probably thought that was probably towards uh, something that was about a player or a coaching staff member or whatnot. But no, they went so cryptic, and then they were like, "Yes, we're buying Lamine Yamal for a Bad Bunny concert tickets, a subscription to AMC, and a bag of sunflower seeds." They just went completely balls to the wall, just out of pocket with this one. I saw this and I was just flabbergasted. I thought it was a fake account at first, until I didn't realize it until I saw the gold check mark for from the Athletic Madrid page. I thought it was a fake account. I was so I was so confused. I was like, this has to be a troll. This has to be a parody account. But no, this is the real Atletico Madrid page saying that they want to buy Lamine Yamal for 4 tickets to a Bad Bunny concert, a subscription to AMC for a year, and sunflower seeds. And then they followed it up with, "Oh, we have a second offer. We want Pedri. You know, we've run out of tickets for tomorrow's concert, so to improve on the previous proposal, was 6 for the one on Sunday." I'm assuming that's for the Bad Bunny concert again, but it seems they were really not happy about the way Barcelona was trying to go after Julian Alvarez, and really it was like just taking the piss. They followed it up again. What was this? Yeah, this is all within like this is all within like an hour or so. So like this is 11:14. I mean, this is East Coast, but in the U.S. But like 11:40, like half an hour after this, then this is 11:46, 12, 12:15 is the one we're at right now, where they're here we go. We've completed the 3-for-1. We've all gotten carried away, and we're going to throw the little house out the window. Goofy autocorrect. Thank you, Grok AI. We love our AI overlords. The player arrives on loan for a season. In exchange, we loan out Tom Ford and Smith with no option to buy. An impossible offer to refuse. Do not know what any of that means. I'm assuming whatever was translated there was really fucked up. I'm just gonna go with the message that they're trying to loan in Rafinha for 2 fucking white generic names. Just completing the trifecta of just shithousery. I love it. I wish this happened more. It's hilarious. I think Barcelona have kind of been, in Real Madrid as well, have been kind of bullying a lot of the other teams as well as Athletic Madrid with their transfer, because they could just throw their fucking big cock around and just spend money out the wazoo. And Atletico Madrid kind of, well, they are richer than a lot of the other Spanish teams. They don't have the pull that those other two do, because they are always competing for the titles. But after that, another, what was that? Oops. Another, yeah, like half hour later or so, finally, we want to take this opportunity to categorically deny that we have made an offer to the sporting director FC Barcelona to join our scouting team in the Brazilian market. I'm assuming they would. This is probably what they actually want to talk about, but unless it is also a piece of just shithousery, don't know. But I'm assuming Atletico Madrid do not have a Brazilian market that requires the sporting director of SC Barcelona. So probably is once again more shithousery. And then, oh yeah, this I think was probably the more important thing that they wanted to talk about. But or like what their original announcement, which was this one. In a few minutes we'll publish a statement about different disinformation. So this is probably what they were actually going to talk about before the social media manager probably just went balls to the walls. But this statement says no, Atletico Madrid would never do something like that. However, in recent months, we've been suffering a smear campaign against one of our players, Julian Alvarez, leaked information with ulterior motives, fake news, constant disrespect, and the cool version of propaganda machine investing little stories. I'm assuming that's about Fabrizio Romano and other Spanish media press. Calls before direct matchups, but of course it wouldn't occur to us either to have the referee's vice president on our payroll or to resort to political favors to register players, respect, and values. And this is a cannon shot straight through the glass windows of Barcelona's uh, stadium. No shot. Because for those of you who are not up to date with recent La Liga news, there was a whole court saga about Barcelona in the past allegedly paying referees for favorable decisions in the match, which is that first half. And I can't remember how that went. Maybe a different topic for a different day. Also, there's probably a gazillion other videos on YouTube talking about that. But the second part, which I thought was hilarious, that happened recently and actually quite a lot lately, was about resorting to political favors to register players. And for those of you that don't know, Barcelona are broke. Like they are completely broke. They're selling out their naming rights. That's why Spotify is now the Spotify camp. Now they have a big old logo, and they're always doing. Sorry about that. Headset died. They're always doing the little advertisements on their chests about different artists that are on Spotify being featured, like Olivia Rodrigo, stuff like that. But they have no money, and they're always scrambling to get players registered for the beginning of the season. There was the Danny Olmo incident. I think they had one recently where they had to. I can't remember if it was around Rashford or if it was another player that they had gotten over the summer, last summer that is, that they were really trying to get on the register and they kind of had to move the books, as one might say, to really get all the players in ready for the season and stuff like that. And yeah, they kind of just wrapped it up saying respect and values because they feel like they're being walked all over and they don't feel like Barcelona respecting the rules. And then they rounded it up with an AI video of a dog, an AI dog, dressed up as a lion, attacking Barcelona, saying that they're all bark and no bite. I'm assuming. Yeah. Uh, then today, not today, yesterday actually, as of recording, uh, news article about how um, Atletico Madrid president saying that they do not want to sell Julian Alvarez to Barcelona or any other club this summer. Uh, I think they were offered 100 million, like I said earlier, and I think they said they didn't want to take anything less than 150 million euros, which is outrageous money. But it also makes sense because why would you sell arguably your best player in the last couple of years to your biggest rival? That's just insane, I think. So I think they're in the right here, but it's it's just funny because it's just an ultimate crash out. And then I saw this today where Arsenal are now in the race for Julian Alvarez, which I find hilarious because they just got Gyökeres and they also have Kai Havertz, which don't know if this is true or not. This could also just be another Spanish media article just shitting on Atletico Madrid, trying to get them riled up even more. But legendary crash out by Athletic Madrid. I thought it was very interesting as an outsider who has no stake in the game in La Liga drama. But yeah, Uh, tune in next time for more Real Housewives of LaLiga.